and I'll read out loud. But we all, with unveiled face, beholding as in a mirror the glory of the Lord, are being transformed into the same image from glory to glory, just as by the Spirit of the Lord. So this principle, the beholding becoming principle, is real simple. Paul says, when we behold the glory of the Lord, we become transformed. And so whatever we behold, we become transformed by. And it's, if you look at the life of Paul, when Saul was walking down the road to Damascus, Jesus encountered him, and he came with brilliant light. And Paul, after seeing Jesus, he became blind. And Paul, he tells us later in the epistles, how he was compelled by love to preach the gospel, because Jesus said he wouldn't come back on the earth until the gospel is preached to the ends of the earth. And so Paul, he writes, I'm compelled by love because I've seen him and I want him to come back. He's so beautiful, and Jesus said he wouldn't come back until the gospel is preached. So I'm going to go to the ends of the earth to preach the gospel. So Paul, he saw one glimpse of Jesus and he was transformed. I'm not sure if you guys know Smith Wigglesworth. He was known as the Apostle of Faith. He was from like 1850s to 1950s. And he moved in signs and wonders. He did a lot of healing ministry as well. And he had a wife named Polly. And near the end of his life, when he was a lot older, his wife Polly, she died. And so he went to Polly, and when he went to her, because he loved her so much and he didn't want her gone, he actually rebuked death, and she came back to life. And she's like, Smith, it's my time now. But then Smith, he loves her. He doesn't want to let her go. But she tells him, it's my time, and I've seen Jesus. I've seen him. And I love you, Smith, but I've seen him. When we see Jesus, it changes our lives. It changes the way we think. It changes our desires. And the beholding and becoming principle, Paul says, when we behold the Lord as in a mirror. Back in those days, a mirror is not like our mirror. It's not crystal clear where we could see ourselves. It's more like aluminum foil. I brought some aluminum foil. So when you look at yourself in the aluminum foil, it's very vague. You can't really see yourself clearly, and it's you could barely see your outline. But Paul is telling us, I'll share this afterwards, but Paul is telling us, but even if we behold Jesus like aluminum foil, like if we behold him even vaguely, we'll be transformed. So it doesn't take supernatural revelation. It doesn't take a big encounter, audible voice of the Lord in order for you to be changed. It's the small, faint impressions. It's the little pictures in our minds. It's hearing God's still small voice. And it's just those little things that transforms us. Back in March, when we had the retreat, on one of the days I woke up early to take a shower. And
oh, man.
I was gonna go shower, and Ben was already in the shower. And so I was just waiting, and I was just waiting for him to come out. And he came out, and he just showered, so he was half naked. He didn't have a shirt on. So I saw him all ripped. And when I saw that, the first thing that came to my mind is like, oh, I need to right now change the way I eat, and I need to start working out again. When I saw that even that desire in me got formed. And
Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus, come in this
and it was like 6, 7 a.m. So it was really dark. So I didn't see even clearly. But